Hi everyone, so this is my Hearthstone graveyard app that I released earlier this week, and I'm just making this video to show you how to use it in more detail. So first you have to select a game mode, so say you're playing an arena, and set it, and it'll come up with a confirmation. You set the game mode, and then you can't change it. And say you're playing a Shaman in arena, select Shaman, then you click Show Class Cards, and all the class cards come up. If you want to see the neutral cards as well, you click that, click Show Neutral Cards. Neutral cards. If you wanted to search for a card, then say you want to search for Loot Hoarder, type in Loot Hoarder, and there. So far you can only, at the moment you can only search for single cards. You can't go like and get all the like LOO and get all these to come up. It only lets you search for single ones. You just click Show Class Cards to show them again. And because it's arena also, it doesn't have a limit, so you can like have 3 of a card if you wanted. And then say your opponent played an Ancient Brewmaster, it'll detect if the card can return it to their hand, and it'll prompt you for a name. So if they just played it on an empty board and they didn't return any cards to their hand, just leave this blank and click OK. Don't click cancel because it doesn't work. I need to fix that, but just leave it blank and click OK. Just always click OK in this with this pop up. But if they did return a card, say they returned the Fire Elemental that I clicked just before, and it is case sensitive, so you have to make sure you capitalize it. It doesn't capitalize it for you or anything. You have to type it exactly as it is, and you click OK. And if you go to Card Graveyard. So here's like all the cards you played earlier, and remember how we played we moved one, and then if you want to see the ones that have been returned to their hand, you go to Bounced Cards and change the view. And there's Fire Elemental. So we go back to Card Gallery. Right, hang on, no, go back to Card Graveyard. So there's 3 Wind Speakers at the moment, so if you go Card Gallery, and say they play another Ancient Brewmaster, and they return one of the wind speakers. You type in wind speaker, click OK, and it adds to the mana curve, obviously. And then you'll see that there's now 2 Brewmasters and only 2 wind speakers. And if you go to bounce cards, the wind speaker that you just returned is here. And now if you want to return these bounce cards, so if they play these bounce cards again and you want to put it back in the graveyard, just click it, and it will change it back to, and I'll put it back here. It depends at the end. I am working on some like organized like sorting features to make it more streamlined, but at the moment it just depends it onto the end. Then we go back to bounce cards, click Fire Elemental, go back to Card Graveyard, and there's the Fire Elemental. It still only lets you add 30 cards if you're in arena, obviously, because even in arena you can only have 30 cards in the deck. Now if you just wanted to view neutral cards, what you can do is you can go like here and just put it back to select class and show class cards, and then it just searches for neutral, because that's checked. If you wanted to just remove all images, then just put it back to select class and uncheck neutral, click show class cards, and it removes everything. Now for constructed, if you set it to constructed, say you're playing a warlock in constructed, show class cards. You would do this one, okay, let's try shaman since it's already downloaded the images. Okay, there we go. My internet's being a bit slow at the moment. So anyway, shaman. Now it's got counters, and once that counter reaches 0, it fades out, adds it to the graveyard. Card Gallery, so legendaries can only be added once, but everything else can be clicked twice. It goes down to 1, 1, 1, 1, and just click them, and our graveyard. And those are all the cards they played. so far. And if you go back to card gallery, find a ancient brewmaster, say fire elemental again. You can also press enter, just don't click the cancel, that's all. Go back to card graveyard. You've got the ancient brewmaster and you're now down 1 fire elemental. Bounce cards. Fire elementals here, if they play it again, click it. Card graveyard. And there it is. If we go back to card gallery, and say Lord of the Arena, if you click once, and then you search Lord of the Arena, still only got one. Then you go back to here, and now the Lord of the Arena should no longer be here. As you can see, there was no Lord of the Arena. You try searching for it again, and it's if both copies have been played, and you try searching for that card, it will come up saying that both have been played, and that to view it, just switch to the graveyard, and there they are. And if you go back to card gallery, and if you, for example, if you searched for a loot order, click it here, it goes down to 1, and show class cards. Find loot hoarder in here again. Sitting on 1, you click it, it goes away, you search, it's gone. So the counts do transfer across the search and all that, obviously. There is if you ever forget how to do something though, you just click the show tutorial button and it'll tell you how to do everything in words. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see if Warlock wants to load this time. Looks like it did. Yeah, there we go, I see. But obviously you wouldn't want to change it. I'm gonna work on it so that I'm gonna work on it so that you can't change like the class in the middle of it, in the middle of a match. I'm changing the design a bit. I just started working on changing the design a bit, so it's like got a start screen where you select your game mode and class, and then you can't change that afterwards. But you can still change, like include show neutrals and change view and search and all that afterwards. You just can't change the class in the game mode. And I'm also going to be adding some sorting features and filters as well, like mana and stuff. And so yeah, that's about it. I'll put the link to the thread on the Hearthstone forums, and also the link to the download in the description below. But yeah, that's it for now.